Welcome back to Chamber Exchange for our final segment. Thrilled to have with us Sean Rainford, who's the director of the Worcester Regional Food Hub. Sean, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you've been here a number of times as we talk about a lot of the good stuff that the Food Hub's doing, but for viewers who might be tuning in for the first time, maybe you could give a little overview of the Food Hub and the different things that it does.
Sure. We do two major things. One is we're a distributor for local food. So we work with many of the farmers in Worcester County and beyond here in Massachusetts. We take their great local food and deliver it to institutional buyers like hospitals, schools, colleges, as well as mobile markets that the REC runs here in the city of Worcester and
for
growing
someone
places.
who might know, the Regional Environmental Council runs kind of different farmers markets around the city in different locations.
Exactly. They have a number of times throughout a week that they'll be popping up and have great food available that people can use their SNAP benefits, their HIP benefits, and get amazing locally grown food. The other part of our business is that we help people start food businesses and allow them to grow and flourish. So we have a shared use kitchen, and folks can come in, rent our kitchen for a low hourly rate. We provide a number of services beyond just the kitchen. We have social media classes and permitting classes, and if you need to get your label correct, you need to do laboratory testing on your product, we can take you everywhere from just an idea all the way to having your product on the shelves.
And that's really important, really. I mean, if someone has grandma's recipe, or they have a series of things that they want to make in the food space, and say, hey, look, can I pursue this passion or dream, or can I create a little side business? Once you go down that route, there are some hurdles that municipalities and the state requires you to do, so you got to do that the right way, and you walk a potential someone who's interested in pursuing a business, a food related business, on the steps that they need to take to be in compliance.
Yeah, I always say now is the time to talk. Regardless of where somebody is in their food business journey, talk to us now, because we can save you a lot of time, a lot of money. People go out and hire consultants or spend 6 months researching things, and we can really give them almost all the information they need in just a short meeting.
And then access to a commercial kitchen where they can scale and maybe do things in larger batches, et cetera.
Right. There are no permitted home kitchens in the city of Worcester, so in order to sell legally, you need a licensed commercial kitchen. We make that available. We have great equipment, usually bigger equipment, better equipment that somebody's going to have in their house or at a smaller kitchen. Mm-hmm. And then once we move to Union Station, that's just going to grow exponentially.
And currently, right now, that commercial kitchen is at Greendale People's Church, and then we're working to create a first-class facility for both the aggregation, which is the food from the farmers, which you distribute, and then how many commercial kitchens?
We're going to have 6 kitchens at the new location.
So you could have 6 businesses in there at once working without interrupting or bothering each other.
Exactly, yeah, and we're going to have a couple really big kitchens, some that are kind of similar size to what we have now, but we'll have the ability to make really large batches of product, and in addition, we'll have a retail store that folks can sell their product through, and then on weekends we plan to have events, farmers markets, food markets, where people from the community can come and take home great pickles or hot sauces, but also have amazing food that they eat right there.
And last time I got the count was 80 businesses to date, or?
We seem to talk to probably 3 to 5 businesses each week, and we're probably onboarding several a month.
Yeah.
I've lost track.
All right, but probably over 100 people.
Correct.
That have come in and out, businesses that have kind of started in some shape, manner, or form. Some that are brick and mortar now that have grown out of the Food Hub.
Right.
Others that have successful side businesses where they're selling.
Yeah, the brick and mortars. We have Unique Cafe, Glazy Susan. There's a new restaurant called Mint, which is going to be Vietnamese, opening this month, I think. I was in there last week, and it looks amazing.
Over near Clark University and Park Ave, the old Blarney Stone for
exactly.
Old location. Yeah.
Exactly. We have a Thai restaurant in Bellingham. Seven Hills Pasta has their own manufacturing facility. So lots of real wins, and a few of those people have come out of a grant program that we offered in 2019. And we have another opportunity coming up right now for people to apply. And
so the Food Hub got a grant from the Mass Growth Capital Corporation, launching diverse food entrepreneurs, and that's. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So In 2019, we had an Urban Agenda grant where we onboarded 18 new businesses. Many of those folks lower income, majority immigrant folks, and people just really like won. They had a great win out of this program where they now have their own brick and mortar locations.
Intensive
We've got a food
training,
truck teaching culinary skills, how to start a business. We pay for, through the grant, permitting and business licenses and insurance and startup funds and time in the kitchen. Right. So it's a great way for people to start. And again, they can just have an idea of, back home, grandma made this, and now they want to have a successful business, and we can really give them a leg up. So we're accepting applications right now for that program. It'll start later this month.
And that's, you mentioned the safe serve training, access to the commercial kitchen, business plan development, seed funding, networking opportunities, market access. And this program particularly targeting to veterans, women, minorities, immigrants, refugees.
Correct.
In classes weekly, begin on Mondays, March 21st through to May 9th.
Correct.
Then also a partnership with Worcester State with some classes. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we've been partnering with Worcester State for a couple semesters now. Last semester we taught a class on leveraging digital media for your food business, and then a preparing for wholesale permit class. So out of that first semester, folks have really expanded their websites, their Instagram accounts, getting more traction for their business. And we've had, I believe, out of 15 people that took the class, we already have 5 or 6 that have received their wholesale permits, with several others in the queue to get their permits soon. So that wholesale permit allows them to sell their product to grocery stores, markets, distributors like the Food Hub, right. And it's a real win. We're currently accepting applications for classes starting this spring. We just started a wholesale distribution class. So the folks that have received their wholesale permits, how do we now get them into grocery stores nationwide?
Yep.
So we have an expert on that that'll be teaching that class. And then we have a repeat of the wholesale permitting class that we're going to do, and another new class on business strategy and planning. That's going to be facilitated by Danny Babineau, who's the CEO of Redemption Rock Brewing. She's super smart, has done a lot of planning and strategy around her business, and she's working with the team at Worcester State and the Food Hub, and really looking forward to that class.
So a lot happening with the Food Hub, a lot of opportunities, potential for food entrepreneurs out there, if there's farmers, et cetera. How do they get in touch with you, Sean, as we wrap up?
Yep, worcesterfoodhub.org, or email me, info@worcesterfoodhub.org.
Great. Sean Ranford, the director of the Worcester Regional Food Hub, a great partnership with the Chamber and the Health Foundation of Central Mass. And thank you for being with us for this action-packed edition of Chamber Exchange and TV show.